Band, John McLennan here, and in this video we're going to talk about soloing over Blue Sky as recorded by the Allman Brothers on guitar. Now, in case you missed it, I did already post a lesson detailing out the chords, strumming patterns, and just a main guitar part through the entire song. So I'll link that video up down below. And in fact, there's already so much lead just in sort of the main guitar parts, the little themes that come in and out throughout the tune. But in this video, we're going to talk about the solo section. I'm going to show you 3 licks that are note for note from the recording and break it down so you can get soloing this way today. But before we dive into it, if you're new to the channel, I've got an awesome resource for you. I put together this fretboard guide that's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales for mapping out your entire fretboard. And when it comes to playing solos like this solo on Blue Sky, you're going to want to be familiar with your pentatonic scales and also your major scale. And this is going to basically just flesh that out for you across the entire fretboard. And it really works for any style, but it's going to tie right in with today's lesson. So grab it. It's just 1 page. You can get it at the first link down below or go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide and download it right there as my gift to you. All right, well, with that said, let's break it down. All right, so for these licks, you want to make sure that you're familiar with the chord progression that this is going over. Now, I'm just going to show you quickly the chord progression for the solo. We have an E, and primarily it's just E to A, which would be called like a 1 to a 4, because we're in the key of E, so the E chord would be the 1 chord, and then the 4 chord would be the A chord. But there is this little kind of flat 7 move, so 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. There's like this little passing chord of a D before we get to the A. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a just quickly to D and then A. Sometimes you hear kind of the D slide back into the E as well. So I'm kind of thinking of this as a 1 to 4. Now the first line that I'm going to show you is straight from the recording, and it's very pentatonic but uses a little bit of the major scale as well. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it actually starts on beat 4. We're going to be playing 16th notes and go. This is the 11th fret of the 4th string. We'll do a pull off to 9 and then pluck it 2 more times. So that's just down, pull off, down, down with the picking hand. Then we launch into this great lick. That's so good. So we're sliding from the 11th fret into 13 on the 3rd string. Then grab 12 on the 2nd string. So, and really it's part of an E chord there for, you know, those of my students that are in the Caged Guitar System course from my website. This is going to be your E shape pentatonic there. So then do a hammer. 12 to 14, then play the 13th fret of the 3rd string and skip up to the 12th fret on the 1st string. So then we'll come down. So that's 14, pull off to 12 on the 2nd string, then slide 13 down to 11, then 9. Then 11 on the 4th string, and 9 back on the 3rd string. So. And with the little pickup. Then we end with this in the final bar. So this is the 11th fret on the 3rd string. Then we're going to do a step and a half, then a full step, then 9. And when I say a step and a half, I'm saying a bend that's going up. It's a big bend from 11 all the way up to 14. And then bring it down a little bit. You're getting this melody. But without changing positions. It's like a B.B. King kind of bend. He would do that all the time, the minor at 3rd, and you get a really great sound. And that's really your major scale. Right? So most of this is pentatonic. Major scale. So all together it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to play it over the backing a few times so you can hear what it sounds like with the rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Example number 2 has a great theme to it. We're going to stay all in that same position here around the 9th fret. Here's what it sounds like. All right, so a real flowing 16th note line. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. We're playing a lot of the times 4 notes to 1 beat. So start here on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. We're going to go 9, then 11. Then go to the 2nd string and play 9, 10, and then pull off to 11. So then play 11 on the 3rd string. Okay, that's like a little theme there. So then it goes again. Then we finish that bar with this. That's 9 on the 2nd string, 11, pull off to 9 on the 3rd string, and 11 on the 4th string. So it's 2 of those figures and then the little ending. Then we do another phrase that we connect into it. Sounds very similar, but it's more on the lower strings. It goes like this. So that's 9 on the 4th string, and then up to 11, then 9 on the 3rd string. Then we're going to pull off 11 to 9. Then play 11 on the 4th string. So just like before, that's our little theme there. So then we repeat it. Then we finish with, that's 9 on the 3rd string, 11, pull off to 9 on the 4th string, and then 11. So. And up to speed. Then if I connect that with the first bar, the first sort of theme, it's going to sound like this all together. 3, 4. And here it is over the backing. Example number 3 does something I love doing in solos, and it's extending a line on 1 string. Here's what it sounds like. So here we're starting out way up high on the note E. This is the 17th fret of the 2nd string. We're gonna move right away. We'll slide down 1 fret. And then we're gonna slide down all the way down to the 2nd fret. So this has a very lyrical, almost vocal-like quality to it when you do. You know, kind of extending a line on one string instead of changing strings. So we're gonna slide from 17 to 16 to 12 to 10 and then 9. So now when we slide the last one, then we break the pattern there and go to the 3rd string. So that's 10, slide to 9, then 11, 9 on the 3rd string. So that's slide, then 11, 9. Now that's the first bar. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. So it's a full bar there. Then the 2nd bar starts with a pull off and goes. This is the 10th fret to the 9th fret on the 2nd string pull off, then 11, 9 on the 3rd string. Then hammer 9 to 11, and then 9 on the 2nd string, and then do this pull off again and walk it back down the same way. So. It starts with kind of the big falling down lick on one string and then wraps it up with a little repetitive figure. So all together. Now I'll play it over the backing a few times so you can hear what it sounds like in context. 1, 2, 3, 4. So see if you can take some of those lines and practice them and then play it over the chord progression. And this is a great way to take some of those iconic Allman Brothers sounds and start working them into your own playing. And to help you even more with this, be sure to grab my fretboard guide. This is a must for this lesson because it's going to show you the exact scale patterns that the Allman Brothers are using and how to put it all together on the neck, all on one page. So it's a great resource for you to have. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide to grab your copy completely for free as my gift to you. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check out the rhythm lesson that I posted on this song because that's going to fill in all the rest of the classic licks that you hear throughout the tune. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have an amazing time practicing, and we'll see you in another video real soon.